Hello everybody, today I have the pleasure to propose to you this key 80 entitled Practical Awakening. Well, today we're gonna focus on Hygiene of Life. Okay, this is the second video for which we're gonna do just a fresh reminder for which to visualize the key points of what we said before, and then we're gonna give you a lot of let's say practice and advice. Well, concretely, this is essential in the infinite process of awakening to have a good hygiene of life. It's not only to clean yourself and to take a bath or a shower. No, there's nothing to see. There is a scope very large. This is a state of mind, okay, for which we saw how to be positive in the previous series of videos. And also, this is hygiene of life is a discipline, a state of mind, is a kind of regularity with joy, with pleasure, and to reach a certain stable, sustainable harmony. Okay, it doesn't mean that you don't have up and down, but at least you know the path to realign and to reach back this wellness, this fulfillment. Well, how to stimulate this, because everything is energy. This is what we saw in the previous, whatever, a body, a thing, a thought is based of energy. And the vital energy is the fifth element. Ether for Greek philosophy, Qi, Qigong, Tai Chi for Chinese. Qi literally in Mandarin means energy. The Ki from the Reiki for Japanese, and so on. Okay, the Prana for Hinduism, Buddhism, and so on. Okay, so this is the fifth element, is a subtle energy encompassing and interconnecting everything to everything. Okay, the small to the large perspective, from individual to collective dimension, and so on. Okay, it's like a ripple effect, like a butterfly effect, and so on and so forth. So, how to stimulate this vital energy? How to have a better circulation of this energy? One of the first technique is meditation. Okay, so as a fresh reminder, because if you want to deepen, I have a key especially for that, 23. 23 plus is a guided meditation to help you to meditate. Okay, you just have to listen, okay, to be passive, and maybe 30 minutes with a lot of exercise and so on. And I even have a course online of 4 hours on Udemy, for which, of course, this is deeper. When we do holistic retreats in Bali, in Shambali, or in Turkey, we do every day, but not only. We have different discipline activities, and one of them is meditation. And meditation is it means two things. Medium in Latin means the point and means the link. That's why the plural media, the news, are supposed to be a link between you and the reality. Okay, they are supposed to transmit the reality. So, what's the reason for being? Is to have more calm, peace, fulfillment, harmony, and to be more receptive, sensitive to the synchronicity of the great book of life. Okay, this allows you to expand your consciousness. Okay, with more intuition, creativity, and so on, and to activate, stimulate this vital energy. Well, the goal is to refocus on different, let's say, on to be concentrated. You have center. Okay, so there is the posture, very important, the breathing, okay, and attention. The master key, yeah, a certain extent to open up the door of meditation is to manage the monkey mind. The monkey mind is the little monkey always trying to annoy you, to disturb you. Okay, to avoid that you are focusing on your meditation. Okay, thinking about a problem, thinking about a former memory or what you will do tomorrow, and so on and so forth. So there is different currents. Vipassana, focusing on your breath. Zazen, focusing on one point or a goal. Mindfulness, focusing on your senses. Transcendental meditation by repeating ceaselessly a mantra. Okay, sentence. And a visualization, chakra, and so on to activate. Okay, so choose whatever you want, the techniques. Once again, watch the video 23, and you will have much more information and a lot of exercise, even if we will see some of them today. There is no performance for meditation. There is no Olympic Games for that so far. But let's say some techniques, you focus first on, because Vipassana, Zazen, mindfulness is focusing on the emptiness, bringing you fullness, okay? And a visualization is more semi-active, okay? You visualize your chakra to activate. And then there is even further that we will see mindfulness operational, daily, okay, in all tasks you are doing. We will see after. Okay, so the techniques is, for example, you meditate on, you open up your mind, is and your eyes, sorry, especially, and this is Zazen. You focus on one point, okay, you stare like this, or on the wall, or something not to, or an object, per import, whatever, sorry. Or second technique, you focus on your breath, okay, breathing, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. This is Vipassana, okay. You can also focus on a mantra. Mantra is a word, magic word. For example, the most famous is an energy, is a logos, vibration is for instance, okay, but it can be, I don't know, love, 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 and you repeat with the rhythm that you want, love, ou bien love, 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 love. When Sufi repeat la ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, it means God is there is only God, there is only God, there is only God, there is only God, is to create that as well. Is a meditation, okay, to reach a certain altered consciousness and a certain transcendence. Focus on an image, okay, it can be you visualize a road, a swing, for example, a road endlessly, okay, or a train, I don't know, you are a train, you can scale, for example, okay, it can be ships, you know, the ships, when the kids are counting the ships, is the same principle. You can focus on a feeling, okay, for example, you touch your hand, and you are touched and you touch, for instance. Well, it can be feeling you are in a lift, okay, elevator, okay, you are going up, going down, whatever, okay. Some advice: there is no performance. Even if you can empty your mind during 2 seconds is excellent, okay. I did 3 seconds and then 4 seconds and so on, okay. You know, is gymnastics, okay. It's like when you learn a language. If you are really invest during 1 month and then you stop during 6 months, is useless. You lose everything. When you start to run, at the beginning is really hard. After 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers, you're completely exhausted and you cannot breathe anymore. When you do regularly, once a week or twice a week, actually after a while you can run 10 kilometers without any problem, okay, or 5 kilometers at least. But what I try to tell you is a question of regularity and routine, but with pleasure. Don't do if you don't want. If you know, those people want their bucket point, you know, oh, I do meditation, or I have to do my yoga and so on. No. You can also force yourself. Sometimes I go for running, for jogging. It's in winter, it's cold, it's raining and so on. I don't want to go. It's 1 hour, 1 hour and a half sometimes. But I know the result at the end. So you can force a little bit at the beginning because you know that you will extract some happiness and some, let's say, intakes at the end. One advice, for example, is to agitate before your meditation. Do it, for example, like this, like crazy. Try to move all your members, all your organs, your members, okay? You will see, because you do it like 1, 2, 3, 5 minutes. That's why I recommend to do ecstatic dance, which is the key 37, if you want to see. You do 10 minutes of ecstatic dance, what I baptize trance and dance, okay? You are out, you are in another world, and then you fall down, for example, on the, and then you are completely aware to make because you empty your mind as well. Okay, you are exhausted, and in parallel you empty your mind. You can also do, for example, to contract. Okay, to contract all your members one by one. Okay, one by one, and all of them at the same moment. How to relax most of the time by contracting as well. Okay, like this. Okay, you can hyperventilate. Okay, like I showed in the previous video, like. You do it for 1 minute, 2 minutes, and so on, and you finish by inhaling and you hold. Okay, I do it again. Okay, so you do the fact to hyperventilate time you want, the duration you want, and then you hold time you want as well. It can be 30 seconds as you feel it. Okay, and then you will see. You will more relax. You can do with the mouth, you can do with the nose. You can also finish by exhaling and then hold it's up to you. You adjust. Actually, do as a ritual. A ritual, why? Because it's sent. Because when you prepare with, incense, or for example, you prepare your corner and your pillow and so on, it's like a ritual, and you are already in the mood. You know, it's like Pavlovian. Pavlov, the Pavlov bell, okay, salivating, associating for the dog the bell and the food. Okay, it starts to salivate when you hear the bell. Is exactly the same principle. Every time you start to take your lighter and so on, you're already in this mood of gratitude, calmness, and so on. Okay, so ritual, music, and so on. And you know, this is exactly what we try to teach in our retreats in Bali and also in Turkey, is because it's easy to be in this, to feel happy, and then to raise your vibration is a wonderful place where we do some disciplines and so on. This is super nice. There is massage and so on. Okay, fine. But then the goal for me is myetic, to give some tools to people to give birth to themselves with a certain stability. Sustainability. What does it mean? It means that they have a lot of tools to bring back to their normal life. The boss will be the same boss and so on, but the perception will be different. Okay, so, but once you have activated positive things, actually it's eternal. Okay, so mindfulness. Mindfulness, concretely, it is the fact to be, because most of the time we are in automatic pilot, okay? 90% of the case we are thinking about the past and or the future, okay? Bad memory, good memory, okay? So the goal is to enlarge your perspective and to be more attentive, to be more concentrated in the now here, okay? So either you close your eyes and you do this meditation with your senses, either the second school is in your daily life, in the different tasks you are doing, okay? So for me, so this is the sensation you are aware of, your 5 senses, okay, touching and so on. I give you a lot of exercise to do so in your daily life, and also when you are absorbed by doing something. You prepare food, okay, you wash your ingredients, you cut, and you have the feeling of cutting, penetrating the fruit, or penetrating the vegetable and so on, and you are completely in it. You are aware, for example, of the smell of the food. You can separate the smell of the garlic and the smell of the onions and so on. Okay, this is to be aware, and I swear to you why it's so important, because it allows to welcome the presence, the living, and when you empty your sponge, you can sponge again. Otherwise, if you are always in the mindset, the monkey mind, actually, you cannot be aware. You're less receptive, less sensitive to the presence and let's say the fact that we are all connected and there are information everywhere at every single moment. So techniques of mindfulness as a meditation, you can just open up your eyes and focusing on a point, okay, zazen. You can close your eyes and focusing on the sound, okay, the motor outside, the dog is barking, I don't know, the water and so on. But you are not affected, you are not analyzing, you are just welcoming, okay? So it can be you're feeling the senses when, for example, you try to you have a situation and you try to feel your 5 senses at the same moment, which is super hard. Huh? Do 2 senses, like okay, I feel my seat, and I feel for example the smell. Okay, then important is, for example, to separate. Okay, I listen to music and I separate, okay, the instruments, okay, the guitar, the piano, and so on, and you separate. Do the same for smell. It can be also when you prepare cuisine, for instance, cooking. Do it for viewing as well. you observe a scene, you close your eyes and you reactivate them. There is this. Or you think about the face of someone that you know and you imagine the details. You do the same for someone you ignore. You take on internet, I don't know, a random person, and you close your eyes and you reactivate this. Okay? You can do also when you listen to music and you can, for example, remind the chorus, for example, and the chorus is reactivate. This is strange because it's supposed to be frequencies of sound, hertz, that you can measure in hertz, but you can reactivate in your brain. Okay, so there is different techniques and exercise I give in the key 22 if you want to deepen. But one that I really like is, for example, we do that in Shambhala in our retreats, just to put a small piece of chocolate and you let it melting, okay, and you have the feeling of the sensation. Another one I recommend, if you can afford, is not let's say a promotion of alcohol, not at all, but just with middle way and just to avoid extreme things. But if you can afford, if you drink 1 glass of wine that you like, of course, so take an alcohol that you like, only 1 glass and not a bottle, and you just you are focusing on it. You are not talking with anybody, you are alone, you have a small glass of wine. You're not obliged to do it every day, it's an experience, it's an exercise, huh? And you just take just one part of it, and then how you feel, what's the effect on you, okay, where it is, and so on. And you do so, take maybe 15 minutes, half an hour, whatever, and then you can feel differently your perception of your 5 senses, you alter consciousness, your state of mind, and just to observe. And then you can do that for everything, but this affecting your mood, okay? So you can also do this, and recommend after fasting, we do that also in Shambhala, is to eat with hidden eyes. You will see that the perception of the taste is different. And even sometimes people think they are eating, I don't know, say randomly pasta, but finally it is a vegetable, maybe not, but you know, and they are not aware of what they are eating. But the senses, the taste are deeper. It's like high definition compared to black and white TV or whatever. You understand? And another one which is doing that with eating with hands. Hands, that's why some culture like Arabic culture and or Indian culture, traditionally they eat with hands, and I do it very regularly, or even in Indonesia. You are in a connection, you are like in love story with your food. So it's not the same assimilation, it's not the same perception. So I invite you to do it as mindfulness meditation, but operational, practical meditation of the mindfulness. Okay? Because once again, the goal is really to contemplate life, to open up the temple within. Okay? Not I go in a retreat, I meditate, I go to my yoga class and I meditate and so on, I do my exercise, and then I go back to my routine of hamster and I run, you know, in my way. No. Is to be aware of the fact that all my feet are touching the wheel, for example. This is a metaphor. You know, you have all kinds of meditation. You have walking meditation. I explained that in the course on Udemy. I teach that in the retreats, but also I did, for example, many times 3 days of I'm alone, no electricity. I mean, no electricity, so no electronic device and so on. It's fasting. I'm fasting with modernity and so on, and I'm alone. I'm not talking, and then I just walking. So it's meditative walking. Okay, so each walk, each step is a kind of anchoring. And actually, I did in Bali a few years ago. I did that, you know, in the rice field. The rice field, if you know a little bit, you have this is very narrow. And actually, it was like I've been punished during 3 days, 3 times, because I was not concentrated. There was a butterfly, and then I thought about the butterfly, and then I fell down. Hello, you? Oh, it's so funny. Maybe I can show you. My friend is the. Oh, he doesn't like. He looks like a fox, and my son is the little prince. I call him the little prince, and he's like the prince, the fox of the little prince. And he has only three legs, only three legs. So you know, we have an expression in French saying trying to find the sheep with 5 legs. It doesn't exist. It's like to have unreachable dreams. And it's funny because here is like the little prince, my son, found his fox, because in the Little Prince there is the notion of taming. We tame each other, and they start to establish a beautiful relationship of friendship and so on, complicity, and he found the 3 legs fox. Well, anyway, aside, just synchronicity, you know, of the, I mean, I was not talking about that, but anyway, is always to be aware about the great book of life when you contemplate the life. But anyway, I was talking the fact that I was not concentrated, so I put my leg in the dirt and so on. I had like my knees and so on. But it was like I was punished naturally because I was observing a butterfly effect as well, probably. Well, just to summarize, the goal is not a quest of performance, is hygiene of life for mindfulness, meditation, is a second nature, is operational daily, regularly, all the time. And the hygiene of life is, once again, a second nature, and it's something very important. The fact to mentalize, to analyze with your mind, but also with the feeling, with your senses. The 5 senses activated deeply allows you to activate your 6th sense, which is intuition and connection with synchronicity, with the higher self, with to feel the cosmic lungs and to really take back your space, which is already yours. As the Vendetta say, find the place which is already yours in this cosmic pulse. We are not a drop in the ocean, we are the entire ocean within a drop. Well, I hope it will help you to shape the master key of consciousness, of love, of whatever you want. As you know, all roads lead to Rome and to the dawn. Thank you for your attention, and see you very soon.